Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you see me dressed like this, you know what time it is. It's time to get in the garage and do some work. I know we haven't done a video in a while and I've just had so many things going on. Trying to get my dad's estate all squared away, and my mom is transitioning from living on her own to assisted living, and that's been hard for me to digest. You know, it's one of those things that you go through with your parents, and then you have to make a decision. So we had to make that decision, but on lighter things and not so in serious things. Let's get busy on the Mustang. We have gotten some parts in. I want to update you a little bit for some of you guys who may or may not know. This is Project Nacho. Project Nacho has been sitting here in the garage. We haven't been doing a whole lot here lately. I did just a few minutes ago come in and get her lifted up all the way around. In the next few days, hopefully we will have the A-arms. We did get the manual steering rack came in, and I did put the bump steer kit on, and I measured everything and it should be just fine. We're going to install that in the next few days once the A-arms come in. We got the SVE bump steer kit, and a lot of people, you know, really did say that they recommended this kit. So we're going to get the rest of that installed, but not today. Today we got something else that we're going to install. A few months ago we did get this rear end cover slash girdle. We're going to install that today. We did purchase this from UPR products. It does not have a brand name on the cover, but that's okay. So we're going to get the old one off and get this one ready to install. Now this did come with new hardware, so we won't have to use any of those old bolts that are under there. Probably hardest thing that we're gonna have to do as far as this install is concerned is to smell that nasty gear oil that is in there. All of you all who have done this know that you need to get that stuff drained out, put it in a jug, seal it up, close it up, take it out of the house. Don't leave the door open from the garage into the house, because this stuff stinks so bad. Once you pop that stuff out and open, it will stink up literally a whole garage. So let's get busy. description I can even give to you of how nasty this stuff smells. So, see if I can pull those two bolts out of the top and get the actual cover out of the way so this thing can drain. Unfortunately, it's going to take longer to drain than I want to sit under here. So, we'll get this pan off and let it finish oozing out all over the place. Try to do this without making a huge mess. Took me a while to get the garage cleaned up from the engine removal because that was nasty. We had coolant, oil, power steering fluid running everywhere. So here we go. Alright, got the last bolt out. Now we kind of flip this up so it doesn't drip. Boy, look at that pan. Look at that rear end housing gasket. Just fell off. Okay. I'm gonna sit this cover down. Hopefully it doesn't drip too much all over the place. Get me a couple of rags and get down here, and let's just pull this right on off. Won't be using that again either. Throw that into the cover. And then we'll get this cover out of the way because we will not be putting that back. And what we're going to do is basically, I'm going to take some pictures of what's under here. Maybe I can figure out what gear ratio this is based on the code that's on the ring and pinion. If not, it's no biggie. So, if you can see that in the camera, what does that say? Let me get a rag and come back. Looks like that marking is a is that a 13? No, it's a 30. Looks like a 308. So maybe it's a 308 gear, which would not surprise me. Well, let's turn and see if we see any more markings. Okay. Let's wipe this off. And it says CR38A. Okay. Now, let's continue and turn that on around. See if there's anything else that we need to. What is that? That says 373. Could it be that this already has 373 gears in it? I do not know. See, I do not know where this rear end came from or out of. So, it is quite possible that we already have a 373 gear for the rear end. That would be nice. If that is the case, we will be keeping the gears that is already in here. That would be ideal, as a matter of fact. And I did manage to get some of the gear oil on my pants. So what we're going to do now, we're going to wipe some of this oil off. There's no way we're going to stop that from finished dripping, but so far I am convinced that we either have 308 gears or 373. We will get back online as soon as we get back in the house, do a little research, and see if we are able to tell. Let's see if I can scoot some of this out of here so it won't be running out all over the place. It doesn't look great. It's really black. But like I said, I don't know what this rear end came out of, how long this gear oil has been in there, any of those things. So, trying to make this mess a minimum. If I don't cover this rear back up, the smell of all of this will permeate the entire house, and my wife will not be happy. So what we're going to do is take the old gasket, kind of wipe it off, sit it up there between the new, well, the gasket is breaking apart. But what I want to do is get it up on there. I think once we got that just wiped out of there, wiped out, I don't think anything is going to leak out if we just put the fasteners in and snug the cover down. So let's get up top side and grab the cover. Okay guys, these are the bolts that brace the rear end. These I'm going to screw out until we get the cover on. They actually will brace up against the backside of the differential gear and help keep everything rigid. If we were going to put this cover on permanently, we would run, after we put the cover on, we would run those brace bolts in, and they would actually be touching the saddle bolts that actually hold the differential case in place. But for now, we're just going to leave those out loose. The cover did come with its own Allen head fasteners, so we're going to put those in. We're not going to put a gasket on for now. We're just going to install all of those in and make it snug so that none of the drippings out of the rear end will come out. Any that, you know, that may drip down later. We're just going to snug all these in and put them, you know, kind of snug down but not tight until we get back under at a later date and change out the differential. You guys help me decide. I'm not sure which one of the differentials I want to use. I want something that's very, very streetable yet you know, pretty heavy duty, because we're going to be putting some power to this baby. And for all you guys who voiced your concerns about the engine's going to twist that body up and all those type things, yes, we're going to put subframe connectors under here, and we will eventually have some roll cage in it. Not anything that's going to be hard to get in and out, because, you know, you guys who've been around the channel for a very long time know that I'm 6'7", and I don't need any problems getting in and out of the car. So yeah, let's slug these in and just finish this up. Okay guys, we are all done installing the rear end cover. Looks nice and it is sturdy. The next time you guys see us in this project, we will be putting the front suspension back together. So stay tuned.